What's up, you guys? Welcome back to CGC. I am Skeff, and if it's your first time tuning into one of my videos, thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Hope you enjoy it. I know I enjoy it when you stop by and say hello. So, hello, and welcome to the channel. So without further ado, man, just get into the video. Nothing too crazy in this one. Just another 50 books that I am going to be sending out again to CGC for another pre-screen submission because I have more books to send out and I want to get them graded. So I'm excited to show you what I'm sending out to get graded. Hopefully they'll all come back in good grades. And if they don't, no worries. But I try to take my time, look over these really cool new modern books that we're going to get graded and see how we did. So without further ado, Hulk smash that like button. Please subscribe to the channel for more epic content. So my last video that you saw was pretty much an entire almost James Tynion submission. This batch, nothing like that one. These are really almost just 50 random key books or hot covers or new variants or things of that nature that have peaked in value. And I'm like, all right, let's get these bad boys. Let's go ahead and get these books graded. So first book up is a book I picked up from a couple years back. It's the Enter the Spider-Verse #1. This is just the animation variant. I do believe it's a 1 in 10. There's also a Miles variant of this one as well. That was a 1 in 20, I want to say, but I have the animation one I'll send out. Looks like it's in good shape. This is a book that I'm disappointed that I haven't got this graded sooner, but at this point in time, it's going out now finally. I'm planning to hold on to this one. I love this. This is just the 1 in 25 High Republic #1. I guess there are a few Star Wars books in this submission, including this beautiful copy of Thrawn #1. I have 3 of these going out in the submission. This book has a lot of potential going forward, especially when Thrawn shows up on the Disney Plus shows. I'll have 2 copies of Thor #2, but the third printing. This is like Jane Foster's second appearance, technically, kind of, but it's still a really hard book to come by, a good book to pick up if you can get it in a high grade. Then I got a Great Looking Academy, A Strange Academy #1 first printing. Got a copy of Michelangelo, but the one-shot. Next up, the one copy I have of Amazing Spider-Man 55. Finally sending this one off to get graded. I have 2 copies of this book, first appearance of Penny Parker. Both are going to be ones that are on the cusp. Nothing I can press about them, but they just look like they have a little bit of wear on them. But I really want to send them off to see if they'll make the cut or not. And like always, a submission of mine is not complete without a copy of either a Spider-Man key or a copy of Ultimate, nah, just kidding, Kanto #1, but the New York Comic Con convention exclusive cover. This one's kind of on the cusp too. It has like a little thing there that just can't be pressed out, but you know, 9/8s have one defect in them, right? This is just a surprisingly just hot book right now. This is Black #1 by Blast Math, but I believe the 1 in 5 Ashley Woods ratio variant. Just very difficult to come by. The regular cover A is around that $30 price point, so this 1 in 5 gotta be worth a little bit more than that. And I was able to snag a copy of the Walmart exclusive High Republic #1. So happy I was able to get one of these in great shape, surprisingly, to come from one of those Walmart storage bins. Got a brand new copy of the Teen Titans Future State #1. This book has really kind of picked up in value right now. Also, guys, if you're not sure what a pre-screen submission is at CGC, is when you pick out a minimum batch of 25 books to CGC, all the same tier. So like modern or value, like they all have to be the same exact tier. You would assign a grade to the books. The graders then will only encapsulate the books that achieve that grade point. So all of these books I'll be submitting is going to be for a CGC pre-screen 9.8 service. So if none of the books match that criteria, they won't get graded, and instead I'll be charged just a $5 reject fee. And I guess it's time, with that series finally announced and it's coming in the fall, I should probably get my 5 copies of Naomi #1 graded. And then I have 2 copies of the Something to Steal Children, issue #10, second printing. Then I also have now, which is now asking ridiculous prices, for a first print copy of #9. And that is the first set of 25 books that I'll be sending out to CGC. Next batch of 25, I'm going to have 3 copies of TMNT, the 1 in 10 ratio of issue #110. This is going to have the first preview appearance of The Last Ronin. Next, we're going to have a copy of Dead End Kids, #1, first printing. I don't do too many Power Rangers, but I thought this was a really cool cover. Actually kind of harder to come by. Issue #0, but the second print. And just like with the first batch of Naomi's, I'll have 4 copies of Naomi #1, but the third printing. It looks like Ross Ritchie's been posting a lot about Once and Future, so I guess let's get some Once and Future number ones graded. This is the Once and Future number 1, but the 3rd printing. I'm going to have 3 copies of the number 1 to get graded. I have 2 copies of these Batman Adventures Continues, issue number 2, the minimal Momoko trade dress. And then hands down, one of my favorite covers from this recent Miles Morales run, issue number 8. Now I had 2 of these second prints waiting to come back from grading right now, so I might as well throw in a Hit Monkey number 1 first printing. I'm going to have one of these Comic Hub exclusive covers, issue number 1 for Once and Future. 2 copies of the Mighty Avengers number 1, the Quesada cover. And if you haven't seen some of the Oscar Isaac training for the new upcoming Moon Knight series, it'll get you hyped. It looks amazing. I can't wait. Can't wait for the new Moon Knight series coming up. So, might as well include a copy of Moon Knight number 1. And then a couple more Something to Kill Children. Just a copy of number 1, local comic book shop day cover, foil. And also a book that's kind of picking up just a little bit, Something to Kill Children, issue number 8, but the 2nd print. And the last book of the 50 book submission CGC is going to be a copy of The Last Witch number 1, Boom Studios, but the 1:25 Momoko ratio cover. And that's it. That's all 25 books, guys. Hopefully you have some of these books that you could get graded yourself, or if you're looking to maybe get some books graded. CGC turnaround times are a little rough nowadays, but at the end, you know, good things come to those who wait. Let me know down below in the comments if you guys are waiting for any books still from CGC, and or do you have any of the books that you were surprised to see me grading that you might now get graded yourself. But that's it, guys. I hope you really enjoyed the video. Please take care of yourselves. Skeff, out.